Alright, time for a Talon game. This is going to be a lower rated game. I'll be showing you why Talon is so good at carrying games, how to do it as well. His champion's mobility allows you to make a lot of like strong movement plays to win jungle fairly effectively. They just wanted my rat. They tried going for an invade, but I'll be solo starting raptors on this champion. All you really have to do is just kind of guide it correctly and it'll be good. Could do red or I could just sweep this side this way, or I could do the raptor start here and then I can move over to my Krugs afterwards. It kind of depends on this situation I think I'm going to be going with. Because if I... How do I put this? If I do red buff first, I'd ruin my potential first clear situation, which would not be the greatest. Or the second clear, sorry, situation, because the respawn timer on it is going to be more awkward. I'm actually going to do the way I loop around like that because my red's warden, and since I'm going to be going for a setup like this, I'd prefer to just walk around and not be on vision for a while, so he thinks I started topside, so my likelihood of losing my topside camps at this stage would be much lower. That's what I'm going with. I think we're just going to like calmly play it for the early stages here, get for a nice setup clear, right? And now he'll realize I am on red buff, of course, because this is still warded. But at this point, I don't think it should be much of an issue anymore. Still have smite as well. Losing a little bit of HP here, but that doesn't really matter too much. There we go. Smite. Beautiful. I'm going to take the E now. And we're just going to go over to my topside camps. Because this setup now, I'm basically catching the scuttle spawn here. And then I will have the raptors to fall back towards after a potential mid lane gank. That's kind of what I'm looking at for now for this clear setup, right? If I do the red first there, I would put my Krugs at a 20 second longer respawn, which would not be the best. I'm going to do Gromp first for a better respawn on that second sequence here too. Because we're just going to set ourselves up nicely this game to kind of chill. And I'm going to ward that for safety right now. Alawi did also reset, so I don't have top lane pressure at the moment either. Good. I'm just gonna hit that calmly. Nothing to worry about. I'm just gonna quickly see if I can scout the Lee Sin right there. I'm a little bit low on health, but that's fine. I still have a potion. Could save my smite here if I want to go for the scuttle still. Put my potion about now. Finish this off. Hit level 4. There's Lee Sin, but I am level 4. I do have negative mid lane prio, so I have to be careful on that one. Tristana's currently rotating. There's the Tristana. You flashed for me, I'll take it. This doesn't really matter, because Tristana just flashed and I could just go back to the raptor spawn here, as you can see. All good. I can do this and I can potentially catch the bot scuttle now, which is what I'm going to go for. Don't have to play super aggressive in that situation. I didn't have the mid lane priority to afford to do that, so I was not going to go for it, which is completely fine, right? If you do have the mid lane priority to go for that fight, then definitely go for the fight, because I was a level higher than Lee Sin and I have Ignite, so he would have lost. However, because I don't have the mid lane prio in that specific scenario, there's not much I can do about it. Because the Tristana is always going to react first and just essentially win the entire situation. So for now, we'll just do this, get the bot scuttle, use our wall hops to save it all the time still. And then we should be hitting level 5 here soon. Or it's going to be close enough, I suppose. Yeah, okay. Fair enough. Not much I can do on the bot lane situation here. I will have my recall for the Dirk right now, which is going to make me quite strong. Lee Sin's probably going to go out of base, go bot side, because he was spotted top scuttle. So there's a good chance that his topside camps will be respawning here. We also see a cannon fairly low on HP. We see the Lee Sin right there on the minimap, so we're danger ping. See if we're going to sprint up towards cannon. If he recalls, but if he sticks around greedily, I might be able to catch him here. I know my wolves and stuff are respawning right now, but I can just maybe use Talon's mobility here to get it. Otherwise, I can go for Lee Sin's topside camps if this guy does actually end up resetting. Because we know basically Lee Sin's never going to be here. And the camps should be respawning, as you can see, so we're just going to go for that. Mid lane gang doesn't look too feasible at the moment either. Vigra doesn't have much of a way to do anything at all. And Tristana can just leap out. So Walk into the bush here. Cannon goes back. We pretty much know his Crux should be here too. So we're just going to go for it.
I never compromise.
Oh, okay. He's slow. I'm just going to go in behind from Cannon here. Cannon just flashed. Should be able to clean up the Cannon no matter what, I believe. Nope. He is fairly healthy, so I don't know if I'm actually going to make it here. Yep, nope. He stunned me correctly. Fair enough. That's why I didn't think I was going to get him without ult, honestly. He gets the stun on me pretty freely there, and I just don't really get to fight him there that well. I also don't have a ward for the bush there, so I can't use that either. So I'm kind of like... a little bit screwed on that situation. I'm a little bit surprised since Krugs were not respawned there yet, though, but I guess it is what it is. I'm gonna go top lane right now. I still have this wall to hop, so I could use that to my advantage. Oh, that's not good. I'm just gonna ignite him real quick. He's dead to my ignite, right? Surely. Okay, thank you. Ah, nice. He got the other guy as well. Yeah, nice. I got the bleed ignite on him, which is good. He turned on me slightly late, which is actually favorable for me because that jump was a little scary at that stage. But we now know his rocks respawn here, so we're going to take those. Leave the ward here as well. This way I can potentially see if he's going to try something. And now the scuttle is up, so I kind of want to take that one. Use my mobility. 37 seconds on the Rift Herald. I may potentially be able to... Oh, this is bad. I'm gonna have to clear it. That's really bad. That's the Tristana. Yeah, fair enough. She gets to pressure me off Scuttle right now. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh, okay, she leaves. That's good. I can take Scuttle still. Oh, this is not going in the right direction. I need to kite it around here. I'm at this point like 99% surely Sin's bot side, so I'm just gonna insta-start Herald here. If this is warded, that'd be bad for me. If Tristana placed the ward over the wall, but I don't think she would have done. So I'm just gonna do the Rift Herald on spawn right now because I'm very confident Lee Sin is like somewhere bot side. And if he takes my bot side jungle for this already, then I guess it is what it is, right? But I can at least trade it for the Herald right now. And I might be able to even take his Raptors afterwards instead of going for that. Gonna have to adjust to this a little bit to take his top side because he's probably assuming because he saw me in this situation, right? Especially now that I killed the Rift Herald, he's just gonna take my bot side. Oh, nope, never mind. He is right here. He just warded this. That's fine. And I don't go for anything aggressive. I would have gone for his Raptors and his red buff if he didn't place that ward. Because in that stage, I would have been better off going for that because the likelihood of him taking my bot side camps would have been much higher. Because of the, well, me clearing Rift Herald and him hearing that. And then, you know, he knows I'm top side, so he should take my bot side type of idea. This is okay, though. I'm just going to clear my top side here, and after this we'll reset, and then we can play the entire bot side. Maybe go for a bot lane gank type deal. For me right now, just getting through your early game at like a good amount of CS, good pace, is very, very good. Because the champ skills extremely well. So you can use that to your advantage for sure. Ganking and Lowy is very risky from Lee Sin here. I didn't think that was going to go well for them. Ganking Lowy is extremely greedy. I don't have enough money for Eclipse at the moment. I'm just going to buy double longsword, honestly. Alright, let's go bot lane. They are getting pushed in once again here, so I should be able to just hop the walls. And get to the gank relatively quickly. Don't have any boots, obviously, so... Oh. That was just a kill on Kai'Sa. Alright, seems like my bot lane gank is not going to be a thing. That's fine. I'll just clear my bot side jungle. I can just chill. It's all good. Obviously, if there are some gank opportunities, you can absolutely go for them, but you don't have to force yourself to do it, right? At the bot side here, we are getting stronger and stronger, so this is going to be very good. I see the Lee Sin once now, he just insta-dies. Oh, I may or may not have to rotate. This is a level up, though. I really want to level up, but Tristana has my Raptors warded, which is not the best. And she has massive mid lane priority, so at the moment I am a little unsure whether or not I really should be going for this because of that Tristana's pressure right now. My bot lane backed off there. I don't think they should have done it, though. Because if they didn't back off there, that could have been better for me. I'm gonna go over here. There's the Lee Sin. He's probably gonna walk bot soon. If he doesn't, I'm gonna be surprised. I'm just gonna take it. Dead. Perfect. Nope. That Kai'Sa's probably dead too. Yep, I just get dragon then. Very nice. Just waited out a little bit. I was initially looking if he was gonna go bot because there was like a somewhat of a bot lane fight situation going on, but he didn't. So I don't really have to worry about it too much. In this situation, I can easily just do the dragon, so that's what I'm gonna be focusing on right now. Not the highest kill game, but it's also not necessary to be the highest kill game every time, you know? I need to look to use my Rift Herald relatively soon. This mid turret, this bot turret looks good for it. I'm gonna use the Herald this thing, I think. Could be good. Need to wait out the Herald here now. I'm just gonna use it on bot because I think Lee Sin's gonna be top lane anyway. That should finish the turret. I didn't finish the turret, but Lee Sin should die. Yep. That's good. Not much they can do. Let's shove the wave in here so we can just finish this off.
Let's finish this quick.
Guy's 1 HP. Let's finish turret. That's good. His blue is up, so I can go for that one too, probably. I did not expect this to go this way. Hit him. Oh, he finishes me off. Okay. Xerath also backed. Interesting. Damn, I actually thought I would win that. Obviously, Pyke ult's a big threat, and I probably should have respected it more, but I genuinely thought I would be fine there.
Your turret has been destroyed.
Fair enough. I think I've missed my backwards W, though, so that definitely cost me in that situation. Overall, not the worst thing in the world. Do I think Xerath should have stayed? Probably yes. I think he was healthy enough for that to stay, especially if Caitlyn does walk up there, actually, you know. But obviously, we went aggressive, so yeah. All good. 3 people top. Not much we can do about that one. Rift Herald's gonna spawn in about 50 seconds. We're just gonna clear our camps once again. Just play it nice and slow. A death doesn't really matter. I got a bunch of gold from the bot turret there. And make sure that you're doing this, by the way. If you're like hitting camps, you want to drag them out as much as you can. Or I should be able to. Oh, he just wasted his E. He's dead now. You still... Are you serious? There is no way. He walked into it, thank God. I'm gonna die here. I need to go this way, otherwise I will get hit by the Lee Sin Q. Gonna take the Talon way out. I think this will be a good place to recall. We'll see. Yep, the Talon way out, no problem. Alright, fair enough. That Talon, that cannon still had his ult. That kind of caught me off guard a little bit. My mid laner is getting somewhat destroyed. He is probably doing Rift Herald, I would imagine. Ideally here, I just want to get him from the side if possible. If I can jump in on him. I do have ult. I'm not level 11, but I do have ult. She flashed as well. Alright, fine. Not much I can do about the flash, really. That sucks. It's a flash cooldown for my ult cooldown, so it's not the worst thing in the world, but without the flash, definitely would have been dead there. Actually, I'm just gonna clear my bot side camps. I do have the Rift Herald up and stuff, but I can clear the bot side camps here and make them more defended instead of just insta-going Herald there. Also, this way I get my smite upgrade nicely. I have time. Okay, he did do the Herald, fair enough. I then wouldn't have made it to Herald anyway, I don't think. Not in a contestable manner at the very least. Oh, he flash kicked him as well. That's what kind of wild there, Lee Sin. I don't know about that one. That is very wild there. Nice. Good cleanup. That's what we like to see. Okay, we know his entire bot side is up. The dragon's gonna spawn on 35. We just killed him, right? The reason we know his entire bot side is up is because he just cleared Rift Herald, and then he went for the fight, so he'd never have enough time to actually finish off his bot side camps here. Cannon did rotate though, so that kind of sucks. This one is dead, but am I gonna survive the cannon? Who knows? I can use Talon's mechanics again to make it nice and easy. Yeah, okay, I'm fine. I did not expect cannon to rotate there, I'll be honest. So I might not actually end up getting dragon now. Yeah, I think that cost me dragon. I can try it because Triss just teleported top, so if Caitlyn does help me here, I'll just send it. We'll see what happens. We see Pyke and Triss top lane, right? So I saw the teleport go off, and I'm like, okay, this should probably be a dragon opportunity because of that. If they would have just walked to the dragon here, I don't think I ever would have been able to get it. So that actually is fairly favorable to me in this situation. Okay, my entire top side is up here. I have quite a lot of gold. I just want to reset, get my items here. So we get the Axiom now, another double longsword, and then we just go towards top side right now. I'm about 60 CS up on Lee Sin. I have 2 dragons, right? That's pretty important. Got the first herald as well. I'm just playing a nice, consistent game here. Maybe not the most kills on my end, but I still have like 50-ish% kill participation, which is solid. But yeah, the consistency is just massive, right? Very, very consistent situations are good, and scaling will be very good on this champ, which you will see in a bit. So the consistency here is the most key thing. I think it's good to see, like, I'm not... Okay, that's a little unfortunate. I might have to go for the top lane situation here, because I think with Alawi's pressure like that, she's gonna get hunted. We're gonna see if I can use... Oh, nope. Okay. Oh, there's a cannon. He should be dead here. I have to smite him. That's fine. So I'll just calmly combo him. I'm using my W there for a better position on it. Use the ult. Scout his topside camps here. Everything's down, that's fine. See a situation going on there. See if Lee Sin's here somewhere. He should be. There he is. Alright, so before we continue with the rest of this video, I quickly wanted to say that about 60% of the people who watch my videos aren't actually subscribed. If you do enjoy my content, it would be greatly appreciated if you would consider subscribing. I think if you're this far into the video, there is a good argument to be made for that one. It is free, so consider it if you like. And yeah, enjoy the rest of the video. I'm like so many levels higher than him. Just by using my mobility as well, right? See if his Gromp's here. It's not. His wolves are respawning though, and my mid lane is getting in a sticky situation. Quickly one-shot him right there. And finish him off as well. I'm really like using my abilities relatively slowly, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not trying to throw everything on a single target. Close to distance is very important. Your W placement is very important when it comes to these things, because you can really miss a lot of damage with Talon if you mess that up. So I'm like closing the distance, I'm ulting, I'm auto-attacking, hitting all of that right, and then Wing when they are less likely to have any mobility left. So it is more guaranteed to hit both forms of the W, which gives you better damage potential, obviously. Right here, we just take the reset again, because I should have enough money for my next item. Do I? I don't, actually. Wow. 50 gold off. I guess I'll go clear the Krugs then. I thought it was 2200, the Prowler's one, but it's more expensive, so I'll quickly clear the Scamp. It should be fine. I might even actually just go clear the Rift Herald on bot lane here. I feel like I could easily reset before that one, though, actually. I'll just take the reset now. Rift Herald's going in, but that's fine. I might not be able to, like, make it here. I'm just gonna send my top laner bot, because this way I will be able to walk up to this fight situation. The Alawi should be the one defending that one, especially since he has teleport. Should be fine. Just leapt. That's very good. Good. Clean up. Very nice. Oh, you see the Kaisa here. Just calmly auto-attack her. Not a big deal. There he goes. Hold my everything, essentially. Everything was on cooldown as well, to be fair, but I'm just playing that slowly, seeing what they do, seeing how that affects my ability usages, right? Throwing your W up front and allowing them dodge mechanics on your skills is much worse for you in the like general sense. Okay, we see the cannon walk up there. Ah, he flashed it. There's nothing I can do about the flash. That's fine though. Cannon flash down is really big. He also ulted there, so Cannon doesn't have flash ult for a fight. So me using my 36-second ult cooldown for that is extremely valuable, and I'll happily take it. He did clear this, okay. So yeah, that trade's overall worth. Obviously don't get the kill, but Cannon doesn't have a big flash ultimate available to him right now, so that is very large for me. Oh, that's a mistake. That's probably gonna cost me my life. Can I get the jump? I can get the jump. Okay, that was a bit of an error. Doing that without my ultimate was a very big mistake that I should not have made. Thank you, Caitlyn. I need my ult for those situations. The fact that I did it without my ult was very greedy and very stupid. These camps here, as you can see, I'm dragging them out again for my W. Gonna pick this up and heal. Hit level 15 off this because I'm very close to a level. Every level up is important. Plus, it's red buff. But I would have hit the Krugs for the same level up here as well. I kind of want her to have a red buff. That is definitely beneficial. Should be dead, right? Oh, didn't get the bleed auto attack apparently, so she doesn't die there. Must have missed a hit. Okay, dragon's up. Wait, did I just... Oh, I clicked Ignite. Oh, I see. I wanted to click Smite on the champ there, but I clicked Ignite instead, so I'm a silly goose. That's fine. Yo, Kate. There is a red buff. Okay, well, I guess if you don't want it. I have another Smite for Baron, so that's fine. We could just do it here, I think. It should be fine. I don't think the enemy team has much of a chance at contesting this. It'd be smart here if the Xerath takes Baron aggro, because whoever tanks Baron does 50% less damage to Baron. I do way more Baron damage than any of them here. But they are not currently tanking Baron, which is costing me DPS. Which could cost you Baron in more more relevant situations, but yeah, it's definitely something to be aware of. Interesting. Actively tried to take my blue buff for whatever reason. I don't understand why the blue buff is the buff she wants and the red buff was laying there for 50 years. Like, I don't get it. She could have just picked up the red like a while back. I don't quite understand what that is, but okay. Alright. Actually, I think I am actually better off. Can I afford that thing? I can. Okay. I was about to say, I don't need the armor penetration as much because they're relatively squishy, so I can just keep building lethality, but the spell shield's going to be extremely valuable. So I actually think this is good. But the reason spell shield's valuable because it prevents me from getting like instantly sin kicked or like cannon stun ulted, whatever. It gives me an additional block opportunity, which is really strong. This Xerath is landing those ultimates really consistently. Really consistently. I think there's potentially something a little spicy going on there. I mean, he might just be good enough, but yeah. I just one-shot him. Those Xerath ult cleanups have been very solid. For the most part. At least as much as I've seen them. You may have whiffed a lot of them, to be fair, but from what I've seen is hit like consistently every single one. Team's just going mid. I don't have I mean I could go mid, but the better choice would definitely be to just shove out the side lanes at the same time. Put more pressure down, plus this side turret's worth 600 gold, which is extremely valuable to me, right? So this is really good. Yeah, I'm level 17 against level 11. I'm 6 levels higher than him. Due to a lot of jungle consistency and using Talon's mobility effectively. All of those things add up. Ooh, I'm getting aggressed on, eh? Please keep going. Oh, fair enough. Gonna move over to the red buff on that side because it's up. Jump on me, I dare you. I'm not gonna hit the ward there because then I would actually get jumped on by potentially more people. Be respectful about that one. I am, however, rotating through his camps, as you can see right now, because I know Lee Sin's positioning. I know the red's here and everything, and I just want to take as much as I can. I really want to keep denying Lee Sin the opportunity to get anything right now. If you're in this type of game state, this is what you have to do. Because if you don't deny the enemy jungler these types of situations, you'll never really consistently hold on to a lead. Okay, this is a bit of an issue. Saw the Lee Sin right there. The dragon's gonna spawn like 130, so I should probably just take the reset right now. So I do have a relatively large amount of money. I could just buy this, and I'm gonna buy a red bolt here as well, since probably gonna be the last fight of the game, the next one, I would imagine. We're just gonna move onto the map. Otherwise, like, if this dragon closes in and we don't have an actual fight opportunity... Okay, they're going in. I'm gonna go over there very quickly. Okay, let's see, gonna land those ultimates. Oh, okay. Really? Doing this so she can't hit me at the same time. She just dies there. Okay, good. Calm clean up. Locked it in the melee range on the pike to be able to get a critical hit off with my Q. I mean, I didn't really have to, but I could there. The fact that I didn't one-shot him like I was single health is interesting, though. I also, however, don't really think I can get a great push going onto the double turrets. I might be able to get the bot turret here, but the double turrets are a little bit too aggressive. One-shot him real quick. He dashed into melee range of me, which instantly means that you could just like kind of full combo him, and then your critical Q is going to do so much damage that he's just going to die. It's going to be too aggressive, though, so I'm just going to go for dragon now. This is fine. Ideally, I want to take, again, as many camps from this Lee Sin as I can. Because the more camps you take, the better. The less chance he has of getting anything done. Like any type of return plays, right? The gold doesn't matter to me that much anymore, but the more I can deny, the better it is. So yeah, I'm 172 CS higher than him. Might not be allowed to reset here because my team's probably going to go for some type of fight. That's one kill. My ult's a 19-second cooldown right now, so you can use it for basically whatever you want. Yeah, so 1700 damage on Prowler's Claw is actually rather significant. Adding 250 damage to your burst is large. I'll have to be slightly respectful about diving this. That shouldn't hit me into the fountain, which is good. I positioned myself in such a manner, going for the Lee Sin, that I knew the thing wasn't going to reach fountain. So last item here, I would have done Grudge, and that is basically it for Talon. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to hit the like button below, and I will see you guys in the endgame stats. Alright, so for the endgame stats here, I ended up doing 31.1k damage, which is by far the most here. Definitely not bad. Massive lead over the Lee Sin. Just that farming consistency is always important, especially in lower ratings, because people are just gonna stop doing it, and if you keep consistent of it, you're gonna get ahead. Objective damage here at 47k as well. Making sure especially to get the first Herald if possible, and then just some dragons whenever you can, essentially. Second Herald, if you can take it, but it takes a little bit less priority than the first one. A lot less priority than the first one. I would rather have a dragon instead of the second Herald. Healing done here at 17.1. Damage taken at 30.5. Self-mitigated damage at 25.4. So I also took by far the most damage here actually as well. Most damage taken and done. And then for the gold earned at 18k here. Obviously having a 6 level and like 180 CS lead on Lee Sin as well by... Eventually, when we got a little bit of a advantage, I used Talon's mobility especially to just consistently take all his camps very quickly. So he did not have much of a chance at farming anything anymore, and that's how you really push an enemy jungler out of the game. Yeah. Conqueror for only 200 healing, but the adaptive damage is obviously way more relevant, but you don't see how much that does, so yeah. Triumph for 1400 HP, bit of gold. We have the Alacrity here. You can also take the Tenacity instead, if they have more CC, but in this specific game, only the cannon really had any CC I had to worry about. Maybe a pike stun, but yeah, that's about it. So not really enough to go for the tenacity one instead. Last stand for 240 damage. Obviously, in this game specifically, the coup de grace would have done overall more damage by a good margin. However, the last stand is actually extremely valuable because it allows you to win closer fights way more convincingly. Or even like if you edge out like your 2 HP, the enemy, whoever you're fighting, just barely dies, this rune will be extremely valuable just for that slither of extra damage you are gaining out of it. So that's why I like taking this one over taking the coup de grace still. But yeah, then magical footwear, not to have to buy boots. And then Cosmic Insight is really good for just some item cooldown, but also you are running Smite and Ignite, so the Summoner spell cooldown reduction on this thing, reducing your Smite or your, especially your Ignite cooldown alongside your boots also doing the same, really makes your Ignite a fairly low cooldown to about 2 minutes when you use it. And that is a very, very nice thing because then you can kind of just throw it out a little bit aggressively, right, and not have to worry about it too much. But yeah, that's it for Talon. I hope you guys have enjoyed this one, and I'll see you guys tomorrow with another video. Bye.